Our former president Dr. Kalam's vision of India in 2020 was a nation where the rural-urban divide has been reduced up to a thin line. All parts of India must become developed. The big-ticket, big-budget schemes, programs and 5-year plans will do what they have to. But how should a citizen contribute? Can he contribute? Dr. Sudarshan transformed a tribal village into a self-sustaining, self-driving unit. After he completed his medical degree, instead of pursuing his medical practice in cities and earning millions, he decided to work with the tribal communities of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. As a result, 60% of the Soliga tribe now get a minimum of 300 days of employment per year. Just like the Italian proverb goes, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach the man how to fish and you feed him for his lifetime. Now what do we learn from Mr. Sudarshan's work? A simple man can bring about such a significant change in the lives of an entire village. So can we. Prisoners in South Africa that were held during the apartheid were illiterate. The phrase "each one teach one" became a powerful slogan and even a battle cry when the people realized that they were being held in a state of ignorance. Today, we as citizens of India must come together and take this same pledge for our uneducated rural brothers and sisters. This is of paramount importance, which is driven by information. Now, this does not mean that you give up on your urban life and take up a job as a teacher in a village. No, we can make a difference right from where we are. More and more rural places are being converted into expanding cities like the NCR region. The urban class can spread awareness, livelihood and bring prosperity to the rural class. We can bring about a tangible change in an entire family's life. And families put together form villages, villages put together form states and the country. I would also like to bring your attention towards the digital divide, which is caused by the prolonged educational lockdown. Students who do not have access to smartphone, TV, computers, internet or even limited electricity supply will fall further and further behind their peers who do. A class 9 girl from Malappuram district of Kerala was so worried that she would not be able to pursue her studies any further, and she was said to be a good student, that she set herself on fire. This is a brutal reality of the post-COVID world. Now what can we as a citizen do to help bridge this divide? Well, to begin with, we could help our house helps and see if their children are doing okay with their studies. We can sponsor one child's education. We can teach an unemployed person a new marketable skill. Find someone a job. Buy goods from a handmade store and donate to vocational training institutes. There is a need to ensure that the rural areas remain attractive places to live and work by increasing the access to services and opportunities. Overall, the denser the population gets of the urban areas, the more negative impact it has on our environment. It is up to us to act more responsibly and conserve our natural resources. This can be done by using water effectively, using carpool more, growing more and more trees and consuming energy responsibly and effectively. Urbanization is important for modernization. We just need to learn how to save the planet and conserve our natural resources. Dr. Kalam echoed J.F. Kennedy's words, "Ask what we can do for India and do what has to be done to make India what other Western countries and America are today." Let's do what India needs from us. Thank you.